You awaken on a beach. Waves crash against the shore, their rhythm steady, timeless. Ahead, a structure looms. Not a castle of stone, but a facility. Its walls humming with science and secrets. Out of place, out of time. A place you were never meant to see. And then, the world shifts. Through portals and impossible corridors, the earth bends. Science gives way to sorcery. Logic yields to legend. Steel and circuitry fall behind, replaced by a land older, heavier, stranger. A labyrinth where every hallway feels like trespass. This is Chronos, before the ashes. In this world, death is not the end. It is age. Every time you fall, you rise again, but older. Strong arms grow weaker. Quick feet grow slower. Each mistake takes youth away, replacing it with years you cannot recover. And as your body fades, your wisdom deepens. Spells awaken. Arcane power fills the gaps where strength once stood. It is a soul's-inspired game, built not on despair, but erosion. Not on endless punishment, but on the slow weight of mortality. It should have been brilliant. Imagine combat slowly steering you from warrior to sorcerer. Imagine a run that demanded reinvention because your body could no longer keep up. A souls-inspired design where failure reshaped identity, not just progress. The idea was powerful. But brilliance demands pressure, and Chronos demanded too little. I did not die often enough to feel the weight of years. The mechanic remained more concept than reality. A haunting idea, glimpsed, but never truly lived. The combat is where the cracks yawn widest. It is very clunky. Recovery times are punishingly long, dragging every exchange into tedium. Enemies rarely stagger from your blows, so there's no reward for taking risky strikes. Dodging, meanwhile, covers so little distance that being even slightly close demands perfect eye-frame precision. And magic? Not true sorcery, but weapon enhancements tied to your armaments, leaving little room for the arcane transformation the aging mechanic promised. Combat does not test reflexes or strategy. It stifles them. And the bosses, they should have been titans. Here, they feel like statues, imposing at first glance, towering with the promise of myth. But when the fight began, they revealed shallow patterns, sweeping arms, telegraphed strikes, predictable phases. Some fell on the very first attempt, leaving me surprised not by triumph, but by how little was asked of me. They stood, they fell, and I moved on. Obstacles, when they should have been legends. Where Chronos tested me most was not in battle, but in puzzles. Doors locked tight, keys hidden far, pathways closed until the right trinket was discovered. Progress halted not by a sword, but by a scavenger hunt. I walked forward, then back, then forward again, circling spaces that felt more like chores than discoveries. And yet, sparks of brilliance glimmered. A heavy door swinging open to reveal a shortcut I had walked past hours before. a staircase winding back into familiar ground, showing that the world had always been circling in on itself. These moments reminded me why I love this genre. The elegance of space folding over, the satisfaction of reclaiming ground. But sparks are not fire, and too often they were swallowed by long stretches of monotony. Visually, Chronos impressed me. Its painterly style gave the world the weight of myth, as though I walked through a legend brushed onto canvas. Sunlight spilled across stone. Shadows clung to forgotten halls. Forests whispered with age. The world looked timeless, and for a moment I believed it. But the story never matched the promise. It was blunt, almost bare. Here is your quest. Here is your enemy. Walk forward. The aging mechanic carried the gravity of mortality, but the tale gave me no reason to feel it. Characters appeared and vanished with little weight. Lore existed, but it felt faint, like outlines never filled in. The world whispered of secrets, but the narrative spoke only of surface. And so my time with Chronos left me entertained, but unfulfilled. The hours passed, the battles blurred. The fire never came. Chronos is, for me, a D-tier Souls-inspired game. Accessible, yes. Inviting, even. It may serve as a gentle first step for those new to the genre. The slower combat, the forgiving difficulty, the hints of myth, these could welcome a beginner. But for those already hungry, it offers no feast. Its greatest idea, death as age, never truly comes alive, because the game itself never demanded enough to make it matter. I will not return to Chronos, but I won't forget it either. Not because of what it achieved, but because of what it hinted at. A Souls-inspired game that tried to make death more than a reset. A story that brushed against the weight of time, even if it never held it. A game that aged, but never truly lived.